and welcome back to our channel. As you can see, we've had quite a bit of rain this week, so we haven't actually managed to get out and about and do things like I said we were going to. Obviously a lot of outdoorsy stuff is very weather dependent, and we don't have like the right kind of gear to be going out during torrential flooding. And there's a tractor again. There we go. So today I thought I'd take you through what we are getting my daughter Illume for her birthday. We obviously are minimalists. We try and keep all of our things to a very, very bare minimum that we can, which is kind of helpful. Living at my parents', we've had to kind of be almost forced to live quite small. So this year with gifting, we've had to really look at kind of space saving options. Obviously big things, grand things we are saying no to, unfortunately. I mean, luckily she hasn't asked for those sorts of things anyway, but those sorts of things we have to kind of hold off until we get our own land or property or whatever. So if you want to just skip to what I'm getting her, I will leave the timestamp down below. But as far as kind of a background introduction as to like what we do with gifting and how we deal with it, I tend to get things secondhand quite a lot of the time. At the moment, the secondhand shops are quite bare. I think obviously a lot of people that have struggled through the pandemic have been flocking to them a lot more. So I haven't actually been able to find many things that she's interested in shops like that. But instead we kind of go for very personal and gifts that we know are either going to last a really long time or that she's going to love and not put down for quite a long time. Over the years, like parenting and knowing how to buy for children has been quite a struggle in our house. Our children aren't the kind of kids that look after things, no matter how many times we kind of teach them that their property is really valuable and important and they should want to look after it and take care of it. They break a lot of things basically, and their interests don't stick for very long. So gift giving for children that are kind of really fast paced and don't have a lot of interests a lot of the time, or things that they were interested they go quite quickly through, is quite tricky. So we try and find things that are going to stand the test of time, and we also try and buy gifts that all three of our kids can enjoy at the same time. So a lot of the time we do things that are kind of, we know everybody's going to play with together rather than a singular toy that only that person is going to enjoy. Obviously toys like that we do still buy so that they've got their own things, but we also understand the importance of like sharing and getting good use out of it and things like that. We also try to stick to the 4 gift rule. Last Christmas we actually did 3 gifts for them each, and that worked really, really well. But now obviously we are completely debt free and do not have any of the debt issues or poverty problems that we did suffer from for the last decade. We can actually obviously provide our kids with quite a bit more than we used to be able to. And there's another tractor. However, that doesn't stop us trying to be as minimal and as thoughtful as possible. Obviously, money is a big deal and makes a big difference in how much you spend with your child on their birthdays and for their Christmases. But we have tried to kind of rein in despite that. So the 4 gift rule that kind of my mum always taught me was something you want, something you need, something to wear and something to read. And we've kind of done that. There's not just 4 gifts though, we've kind of expanded on things that we know she's going to love, and also got her the things that she's asked for on her list. Her list actually only had about 4 things on it, so there wasn't much to kind of go on, which has made it kind of easy and kind of difficult. So the things that she's really asked for and really wanted we could get quite easily, and then we've had to kind of think a lot more about what she would really like in other ways. Oh, baby. Oh, lovely. Lovely baby. Thank you.
Bye, Mummy.
Bye, Ozzy. Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a video. Can you go downstairs? Thank you. And they say you should never work with children. So now that I've yabbered on for about 7 minutes, this intro is going to be apparently, we'll actually get to the gifts. So first on her list was the one thing she really wanted, and it is the one thing that we've got, and that is an OMG doll. My daughter's obsessed with LOLs and OMGs. She got her first big doll. I'm not going to keep saying OMG because I sound like an absolute idiot. But she got her first bigger doll for Christmas last year. My youngest son Oslo pulled its head off to the point where we couldn't repair it. So we then replaced that one with a new one because she was absolutely distraught. And since then, she's really, really loved them. She plays with them, looks after them quite well considering. And this is the one she really wanted. It's called De Boss. My God, I feel like I want to say like kids these days because I sound like an absolute ancient lady, but really like, yeah, De Boss. I'm going to say the. So yeah, this is the one she wanted. It's on her list and we got it for her as her something she wants. We also expanded on the wants part of what she wanted and got her a little one as well. These are actually birthday themed ones. She's had one of these as well before. I kind of prefer these because they kind of made a switch to using less plastic. So these don't come in the balls. They come in the boxes, so you can't really see, but there's a bit of glare. But yeah, they're just the birthday ones. She's had one before. She got this one last time. Hopefully she doesn't get the same one again. But yeah, it's kind of a little extra birthday thing. She plays with these all the time. Does she look after them? Not particularly. There's always a headless one here and there, and they're not the best quality. But she loves them, and we only ever end up getting her like one every kind of seasonal event, so this is the one this year. So moving on to her needs, and I kind of did a wardrobe clear out a few days ago and realised that she's kind of missing a few things. So needs wise, other than clothing, I couldn't really find out anything else she really needed. So we kind of got her a few bits ready for the summer. So I'll kind of show you what we got. Everything I actually bought was from H&M, but I got a couple of these little strappy basic tops. There's one in like a lighter pink and then one in a darker pink. We also got her some shorts because she loves wearing shorts all the time. She's quite tomboyish and loves to be comfortable. She's very specific with the fabric she likes to wear. So we got her a couple of really soft jersey shorts, and then the other colour is like this grey colour. And then I got her another top which is a little bit more jazzy. It's nice and frilly, again, really soft, really casual, very basic. And the last things I got her were a couple of summer dresses. So I got her this one with like little, I mean, they look like orange cherries, maybe satsumas, I don't know, oranges, I don't know, peaches, I don't think so, but yeah, this one and this one. I think these actually are either oranges or peaches. You can't really see, it's very glary, but it's like a blue turquoise with some oranges on it. And then the last thing she really needed was a pair of sandals. I've not actually bought the kids sandals in years, which is really bad. They either wear wellies or trainers a lot of the time, but I got her these. They're like little baby Birkenstocks and they're so cute. And they're just basic brown. We try and get her things that will match so that everything is relatively easy to dress her with if everything goes together. And then she has like a nice basic pair of shoes. The shoes will go with the dresses and the shorts and everything else kind of so that's kind of how we set up our kids' wardrobes. We kind of try and get things that are really going to match pretty much everything they've already got, or get things that are very like basic colours so that they go with other things better. So that's her needs. And the next thing is her reads. Now, a few things that I'm going to mention I don't actually have at the moment, and those things I will pop a picture up for you. But the first read is a YouTube's book. I may have spoken about these already before. These are my kids' absolute most favourite books ever. This book and the book I'm going to be talking about were both things I found on a channel called Real Family Journey. I'll link her channel down below. She's a really great unschooler. She's got so many tips and brilliant, beautiful day in the lives. So I really recommend watching her. And she, I think she talked about these a couple of years ago, but she said that her kids really loved them. There's a variety of different ones. There's the original one, the Dreams one, and the In Space. My kids have had all of these and loved them. So this is one of the last ones that they have not read yet. But it's one of those things that all my kids really enjoy, so if she kind of puts it down, one of them's gonna pick it up and read it. But it's basically like you choose your own story kind of book, so that you get to choose from all the pictures. They specifically like pictures of food, obviously. It's got beautiful illustrations by Nick Sharratt, and they love them, and they always pick different characters and laugh about it, and they pick who we'd be and they pick who Daddy would be, and funnily enough he's always a werewolf. We get what we're given. So the other to read I do not have yet. I have not purchased it yet. I believe I'm probably going to try and get it off of Amazon secondhand, and that is the Illume anatomy book, which will pop up right here for you. It's basically a book of anatomy. I think you can get Illuminature and Illume Nightmare, and there's another one as well, but they're basically like layers of different coloured pictures, and you have like a little 3D glasses, and they have different colours, so every time you look through each one of those colours you can see different layers of the picture. So when you look at pieces of the body, you can see the skin first with the green, and then the veins with the pink, and then something else with the blue. But yeah, basically she's loved the human body and she's really enjoyed it, so I kind of wanted to add another book to her collection of body books. We've only got the one, and that was quite basic, so I wanted her to see one with very, very detailed pictures. So that's going to be the other book that we get her this year. For her something to do, we got her a couple of craft sets. The first one is a knitting doll. I've always wanted to get her one of these. I can crochet, I can't knit. My mum can knit, but we kind of saw one similar to this, which was like a little mushroom one, but it was like £12 or something like this. And this one I found in Tiger, and it was only £3, so she can kind of learn to do knitting projects. There's like instructions on the back on how to use it. Sorry, my window's like not letting you see much of this, but it's like just a little doll, and you kind of use the prongs at the top to weave the yarn, and then it comes down like this. So she can make like little scarves or clothes for her dolls, which she really loves doing anyway, and I thought she'd really like it. And the other, it's noisy, and the other craft thing we got her was just a little bead set, which is just in this little bunny case. It comes with some like plastic thread in there somewhere, but she can use yarn as well, and we thought she could just like make her own jewellery or jewellery for her dolls and stuff like that. She had one of these before. It was the Melissa and Doug wooden set, but it was a little bit too young for her, so I kind of got her something a little bit older, and those were only a couple of pounds, so it was quite nice because some craft sets are quite expensive now apparently. So that's all the things I actually physically have. The things I don't have that we are going to get her that we haven't ordered yet are Lego figures. My children love Lego. They love Lego. It is the bane of my life. I step in it, they fight with it, they take it away from each other, they throw it. It's a big political subject in my house, and the people are the problem. The little people drive me nuts because they fight about them all day long. So we're getting her some Lego figures. I think we're getting the blind bag ones. I don't think you can buy them in sets anymore. I don't think you could ever do that. I know Wilkinson's does their own version. We've had those before, but they're just not the same quality as the actual official Lego men. So she'll be getting that. And another thing that we're going to be getting her is the HAPE or Happy, you'll see it here, magnifying set and Wistl. My mum's getting her a den from, I think it's called My Den Kit Company, I think, something similar. They're quite expensive, but they're like a big den, and she got the kind of fairy cottage or cottage garden one. So we're going to get her this to go with it because she absolutely loves exploring. She's my little Dora the Explorer. And my mum's also getting her some binoculars, so she's going to have everything she wants, so she can keep looking at birds because she's still really interested in bird watching, and kind of go outside and make dens and play. And she loves nature. She's one of my only children that love nature, but she loves it. So we're going to get her this, and it's sustainable materials. It'll last really well. It's a really good company. They have a kitchen made by the same company, so I know they're really, really good. And yeah, she's going to love it. And the last thing we're going to buy is a torch. This is the one we're going to get her. She is really, really scared of the dark. She gets nightmares quite a lot of the time, and she turns the lights on in the hallway, which wakes everybody up, unfortunately. This house is still being done up, so their room doesn't actually have any plug sockets to be able to plug in a nightlight. So we're going to get her like a torch just to kind of help her sleep, and also kind of be there as a comfort just in case she does get scared. And that will help until we get like plug sockets and can plug in proper night lights for her. So the last thing that is not on the for gift list is something we make. Now, I tend to make my children things every Christmas and birthday as much as I can. And for her second birthday, I think I made her like a cardboard Wendy house. And then I made her a cardboard till, and I put like a calculator on it and stuck like loads of buttons and things on it for her, and she really liked it, and they kind of played shop, make believe and things like that. And it was really lovely seeing how much she enjoyed it. I sometimes also crochet clothes. I've made all sorts of bits and pieces for my kids over the years. I've made like peg dolls, I've painted them. So this year, to kind of go with the outside theme of like the den and the torch and kind of binoculars and things like that, I'm going to make her a fairy tree house. So we've got quite a bit of wood in the garden, and my mum and dad chopped down quite a few trees, and they've kind of turned those into slices, and we're going to have like an outdoor 365-degree kind of play tree house. So me and Kev are going to kind of decorate it and put little things in it like ladders or rope swings or something, and it's kind of going to be more of an open play thing for her to have outside in the garden. She's had a doll's house before, but she wasn't really attracted to it as much as I thought she would be. I actually loved my doll's house and I played with it so much, but she really just didn't feel it at all. She played with it a little bit, but since moving here she didn't touch it, and it was one of the things on our list of to-goes if she doesn't end up using it eventually, and eventually she really just stopped using it. So that's now gone, and we're going to try and replace it with something handmade she might enjoy, because we can actually put it outside and play with it outside. It's also one of those toys where the other two can connect with her as well, so they can really all play together and enjoy it. And I'm going to really just have fun kind of creating this world for her. So that's pretty much it gift wise. I do have a couple more ideas. She really likes slime and putty. She really likes mini food. At the moment she really wants to collect mini food, and there's a few other little things she's mentioned that I haven't got yet. So I may get a couple of like those blind bag things that she collects and put them in like a pinata or something. There's always like this thing in the back of my head that's like, is it enough? Is it not enough? But I know my children get quite overwhelmed if we get them too much, so it's a real fine like balancing act. So I really hope she likes what we've got her and what we're going to make. It's really exciting. I'm happy to hopefully enjoy her birthday outside of lockdown as well, which would be nice. And yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I have hit 100 subscribers, would you believe? Finally, we had a little bit of a teeter. I lost one, I gained one, and I lost one again, and then I gained one, but we are officially, as of now that I'm filming this, on 100 subscribers. I still haven't received any questions, but if you guys do want a 100 subscriber Q&A, please get your questions in. I've opened the comment section up on the last couple of videos, so you can get them in for me, or I've added my email that you can email us with any queries or interesting questions that you've got for us. We really want to do like a proper get to know us video. If I don't end up getting any questions, or like I get like a couple, I may just include them in a video that I'll make on something else and kind of include them at the beginning or the end. Or I'll just kind of do like a sit down and chat video with more about just us as a family. Yeah, leave your comments, questions below. Like this video as well if you really want to see that Q&A happen. And yeah, that is the end of today. I hope you really enjoyed it. I love seeing what people get their kids for Christmas and birthdays. It's one of my like really guilty pleasures. I start kind of watching the Christmas ones in September, and then I don't stop until like Christmas Eve. Anybody else do that, or is it just me? So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you here. There will be more adventurous videos and minimalist content and all that kind of lovely stuff that you guys seem to be enjoying. And I will catch you next Saturday. Have a lovely weekend, and I hope to see you guys next week.